Now, the Transport Education Training Authority has launched its festive season road safety campaign. The focus is driver behaviour. And to tell us more, I'm joined by TETA CEO, Mapefo Ano Frempong, actually, sorry about that. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Now, let's start with, road safety this festive season. I know a lot more South Africans will be on the road, seeing that, we come from this very hard lockdown. People are more relaxed now to travel. But what is this road safety campaign that you launched for this festive season?
We're launching the road safety campaign for the festive season and beyond the festive season because we realize that the number of accidents on our roads are still increasing. If you looked last year during lockdown, they had reduced significantly. But obviously, lockdown is not the way to go for the economy as well. Now that we go into what's the festive season, we realize that most people are going to get onto their roads, go to different provinces, and as a result, the number of accidents that continue to occur daily are a concern to us, and as an entity, that is given the responsibility to advocate for skills development, we see this as one critical aspect of encouraging people to be safe on the roads.
Now let's talk about, accident prevention. What are some of the programs you're currently running to help in this regard and to prevent this from happening?
We've got about 5 focuses, or what we call the 5 E's of road safety. Road safety has one pillar, which is education. With education, you just encourage people to know road safety rules, to know road signs. And when we say people, we refer to all road users, be it pedestrians, be it bikers, be it cyclists, be it those that are running, be it those that are commuting and those that are driving. So there is one part of our campaign or our program which is educational. This is just to advocate and make people aware. The second part of it is to encourage people, is encouragement. There's one thing that really helps people to change their behavior is when you involve them to be part of the solution rather than instruct them to do things that they believe you are prohibiting them from doing. So our second program and some of the programs that we run, including this one, is to encourage people to remember they are sharing the road with others. Then the other E is to work closely with other partners, including law enforcement agencies, so that we can complement what they do. And then the fourth part is to really look at engineering. In this case, these are programs that are looking at whether there's lighting within a certain community, which might be a reason why there are more accidents there. Could be things to include having safe crossing at schools as well, to help young kids to cross, getting off the bus, getting off their parents' car. And then the last part of our program is what we call evaluation. With all this program, which are multidisciplinary programs that we run with many partners out there in almost all the provinces, we seek to see, after we have done a program, how impactful had it been, what are the statistics looking like, what changes and shifts can be done. So we do have currently running 4 programs. One is Play Your Part. It is focusing in the Northwest. The other one is PEPA, which is focusing on Gauteng and focusing on N3, N1, and also focusing on the N2. Then we have one that is called Hlokomela. This one is interprovincial. It focuses on working with the South African National Taxi Council together with law enforcement agencies in 5 provinces where there are high accidents. And then the last one that we're running is PEPA, which is focusing on Gauteng specifically and commuters and road users in Gauteng as they prepare to go to different homes, also working with other partners including law enforcement agencies, just to cite a few of the programs that are running concurrently now.
Just very briefly, let's talk about drivers' attitudes. When law enforcement agency or officers can hand out tickets as much as they want, but it doesn't necessarily change the attitude of drivers. How do you make sure that, a sustainable approach is being implemented?
Sometimes it helps to get the drivers to reflect and see on their behavior, especially with agencies like the Road Traffic Infringement Agency. There's been an intention of government to put in place a demerits system so that drivers that continue to have similar fines issued to them, possibly maybe because of overspeeding or drunken driving or not putting on their seatbelts, things that are attributable to their own behavior, that through such behaviors, they could then run the risk of losing their licenses. But rather than just start a program like that, we as TETA have partnered with other institutions to see how we can engage drivers, engage other road users, just to remain aware that you don't get onto your car with an intention of not arriving and coming back home. You don't get start on a journey with a behavior that is already going to put you at a risk and put other road users as a risk.
Yeah.
We believe as an institution, continue to tell people about it, educate, encourage, let them reflect, talk about it, create awareness, and hopefully when the message is consistent, they will then remember and change their behaviors.
Thank you so much, Mapefo Ano Frepong on ENC this morning, talking about some road safety campaigns there the campaign that they did launch recently from the Transport Education Training Authority. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.